No, Faisal. Imam Zahir.
نعم.
You've got to say something.
No, سيدي.
Astaghfirullah al-Azim. Astaghfirullah.
متبارك فيكم سيدي.
Astaghfirullah al-Azim. Why do I get deprived? Why do I get deprived? It's not fair.
متبارك فيكم.
Astaghfirullah al-Azim. I'm very happy to be here, and as I really do love this city, and I really love the Muslims here, and it's my belief, and I hope I'm not mistaken, that the community here has great potential, and inshallah may Allah bring that out, and may He enable us to do work that is pilot work, that is vanguard work, that leads the way bi'ithnillahi ta'ala. May He give us free time so that we can do that, so that we can come to these different centers, so that we can benefit from these great imams that you have already, and so that we can learn, and so that we can be active, so that we can get engaged in what we ought to be doing to build a community that's even more dynamic than the community that we have, and especially a community that ultimately can live the message of Islam and take the message of Islam to all the people around us, so that they come to know the secret that we have, and they accept it, and then they have a place to go once they've done that. Religion has a number of elements that it has to have in order to flourish. One of those is continuity. It needs to be connected to the past, and the religion of Islam has the greatest continuity of any religion on earth. We are in direct line not only with our beloved and blessed Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but with all the prophets, with Jesus Christ, the Messiah, with Moses, with everything that was before, and even everything that was before. And we turn to Mecca, which is the center of the world. It's al-Qura, the mother of all villages, from which humanity radiated out over thousands of years. And Arabia is truly an amazing place, by the way, and it needs to be studied, needs to be carefully studied. It's archaeology and Neolithic period and so forth. Even when we look at continuity, Islam has incredible continuity right here in America. Unbelievable continuity. Not only does Islam have a very amazing history in the Columbian period and the colonial period, when Africans were brought over, many of whom were Muslims, and those who were not Muslims, a lot of them were still affected by Muslim culture. And then you had also Moriscos from Spain and Portugal, who had been forced to be Christians, but they still had Islam in their hearts and in their blood. And often when they came to America, they were able to practice freely. So the Inquisition was always looking for them, always looking out to find them. And there were also Filipino Muslims who were brought here. Because when the Spanish go into the Philippines, they find that Islam had gone everywhere in the islands. It was very strong in the south. It was dominant in the south. And in the north of the Philippines, it was still there. It was growing there, and the leadership tended to be in Muslim hands. Manila, for example, was called Amanullah, the security of God, because it's a very good, very great and safe port, and it had Muslim rulers. But the majority of the population in the north were still animists. And when the Spanish conquered the north, they couldn't conquer the south. It was too difficult. Then we know now from historical studies that they generally enslaved the Filipino Muslims that they conquered, and they took them to where? The Americas, especially Cuba and Puerto Rico, and other parts of the Caribbean. And we had Muslims who were judged by the Inquisition in Spain, and who were not put to death, because in the Inquisition, when you went before the Inquisition, if you did something that was like clearly Islamic, like teach Arabic or teach prayer or something like that, you'd be burned at the stake. That's all there is to it. You would be put to death. But if you did something that was not regarded to be a capital crime, such as akramakumullah,